we're back, and today our special guest is Amber Cowan. Welcome to the show, Amber.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Amber, tell us a little bit about what you do here for our summer series, Stars in the Summer series here at NSU.
Okay, well, I just came back to NSU in February as the director of Galaxy of Stars, and I also get to be managing director for the Stars in the Summer series. And I do basically none of the artistic stuff at all. But I get to do all of the promotion, the ticket sales, any kind of advertising for them, some of the hiring and different things. So that's how I'm involved with
And
that.
it's really a large production. I mean, it looks rather easy when someone sits in the audience and they see some group of entertainers or a band members performing, but it takes a lot of folks to put this together.
It does take a lot of work, especially in the time period that they have. We have two great artistic directors for each show that start, I mean, even the previous fall in helping get things arranged as far as what they want the show to look like and how they're going to make that happen. And so some of the artistic direction starts the previous fall, auditions start early spring. So by the time we get a cast and a band ready, I mean, they're ready to put their work in to get it stage ready. Today we're taping in a great venue. What originally for people in Tahlequah was the old First Baptist Church, but now it's the Shawnee Street Theater. Yes, sir.
And quite a facility for this type of program. Tell us a little bit about the program that is provided here at Shawnee Street.
Well, the River City Players actually perform here in the Shawnee Street Theater, and they actually began in 1983. So, I mean, River City has quite a history in this community. This is a great venue for our performers to get experience in. This year, all of our performers are comprised of NSU students, and the band members are actually primarily from NSU, some faculty, staff, director of jazz studies, some different folks involved at NSU. And I think it's a good professional experience, and they love getting the opportunity to work here in this venue.
Well, the students are marvelous, and the other performers are marvelous that we see at these shows. And just year after year, just such great quality entertainers, and truly, it's kind of the pinnacle or high point for a lot of people in the summer. When they have out-of-town guests or family, I mean, the first thing I hear when we have guests at the house, Barbara, say, well, let's call and get tickets and go see the show.
Absolutely. I think one of the really nice things is it does provide great air-conditioned activity.
It certainly is.
In a hot Oklahoma summer. But it's at a pretty reasonable cost. You know, our highest ticket price point is $12, going all the way down to $6. We have very reasonable concession prices, and I mean, if you think about the quality of show you're getting, I mean, you can barely go to the movies for that now, and you're getting basically 4 different options of shows to see in the summer.
And it's great family entertainment of all ages. Everyone's going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. We absolutely encourage families to bring children out. It's a good opportunity for them to get to see some of the great local performers that we have.
Well, I know on evenings and most every Saturday, if I drive by the theater here or downtown country going on downtown, well, there's charter buses and church vans and a lot of out-of-town visitors.
We do. We have, you know, I started this job in February, and I mean, my second day, I'm having phone calls, people wanting group tickets. You know, those groups want to book their reservations early, which sometimes can make it hard for the locals to get tickets, but we love that we have large groups, and we have groups that want to rent the entire venue. I mean, they'll pack it full. A lot of church groups, a lot from the Tulsa metro area, Northwest Arkansas. I've even had people calling from Texas, Missouri, Kansas. I mean, there's a pretty big pool for this series.
And tell us a little bit about the students. They're such, they're great entertainers, but they're very talented young people, and many will go on, I'm sure, to some type of professional performing art work, but a lot of them just really, they're passionate about singing, dancing, and performing. Tell us a little bit about the students that you have.
Well, a lot of the students that are involved in River City have been involved in the theater program or music program in some capacity. We have a lot of students that actually start at younger ages when they're in local high schools. Fort Gibson, I know we've had talent from Fort Gibson, Muskogee, Tahlequah, different areas. And so they'll kind of get their feet wet at a younger age, which is a great recruiting tool for NSU to get some of that talent to stay here on this campus.
Absolutely.
But I think it's really great. I know we've had people go on to different things. Great example is Carrie Underwood, performed at Downtown Country for a couple of seasons before going on to win an American Idol. She's, of course, a great example, but we have some folks that have went on in other capacities to Branson shows, people who want to try out for different shows in Vegas or even on Broadway.
So how do you pick the music and the theme for the year? What's that process?
Luckily, I don't have to do that. That's where what I said earlier is the two artistic directors we have, Robin Pursley for River City Players and Kelly Doolin Farmer for Downtown Country, have both been doing this for a number of years, and so they have experience in kind of knowing what works best with our audience, what is going to be family friendly, what's going to get people on their feet and want them to keep coming back for more.
Well, one thing that's interesting, and throughout the years, Barbara and I go every year, every year they're different.
Every single year.
There's some things similar, but the music, the songs are different, the stage, the choreography is different. So if someone has seen a show 2 or 3 years ago, there's a whole new experience waiting for them.
Every single year, it's a whole new experience.
And so for people want to call or contact you about questions or ticket reservations or schedules, what's some information that you would like to pass along on that?
Well, our box office is actually located on NSU's campus in the Woods House, just across from the President's House, those familiar with the campus. And we're open from 8 to 5, but for those who aren't, especially the groups who aren't on campus and would like to make ticket reservations, our phone number is 458-2075, and we have an answering machine that goes voicemail even when we're not in the office, and we'll make sure to get your reservation taken or get you called back to make that reservation.
And for information about the shows and the times, those schedules, they can go to the NSU website?
Absolutely. www.nsuk.edu/SI for Sequoia Institute.
Very good.
And that will have all the information about our Stars in the Summer and our Galaxy of Stars series.
Well, I want to welcome you back to Tahlequah.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
And just heard a lot of great things about what you're bringing to us, and we have a whole big schedule coming up, Sequoia Institute and other things throughout the year. So we'll have you back on the show maybe early fall so we can get everybody ready for an exciting year.
Absolutely. I'd love to come back.
Well, thanks for the work you do here for the community and for the region and this great entertainment venue, and also for what you do with our students and our faculty and staff that are a part of the program.
Well, thank you, but I have to say that that's really the community. To have a performing arts series running for 25 plus years in a community this size just shows the kind of support that we have, and it's really appreciated.
We look forward to it every year.
Great, thanks.
Hey, thanks for joining us, and we'll have you back in the fall a little later on so we can work that schedule right on through the rest of the year.
Okay, great.
And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.